Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our celebration assembly, the last one of this school year. So today I wanted to think about people who inspire us. Perhaps I'm thinking particularly of famous people who inspire us to perhaps try something we haven't tried before, or to get better at a hobby or a skill that we have. So I'm going to show you some pictures of some famous people, and I just want to know whether you know who they are, and I want you to have a think about what it might be that they inspire other people to do. So I will, as always, share my screen so that you can see the pictures of the people, and then think about who they are and what it is that they're famous for. So in your classes with your teacher, do you know who this man is? And do you know what it might be that he inspires other people to get better at or to be good at? Okay, it's Harry Kane, isn't it? And he's a pretty good footballer. And I think there are probably quite a few children, boys and girls, who watch him and the way he plays football and are inspired to be even better than they are at the moment, to practice their skills so that one day they might be able to play like Harry Kane. I wonder if you know who this might be. I am sure that year 6 do some work that involves learning about this man. I'm pretty sure they do. Does anybody know who he is? And then perhaps the harder question is, what might it be that he inspires other people to do? This man is Winston Churchill, and he was Prime Minister during the Second World War. And one of the things that he's particularly well known for is the speeches that he gave. He was a very good public speaker, and his speeches were very sort of passionate. He would get people to really believe in what he was saying and to follow him and to agree with what he was saying. He was also a very funny, humorous man. And lots of people read his speeches and read his writing now, and they're inspired by what he said when he was alive. So that's Winston Churchill. Like this one. I think some Key Stage 1 will know who this is. Very famous artist. And I know that in one of the art units in school, children are inspired to be a painter like him. Vincent van Gogh, very famous. And I've seen some beautiful artwork around the school where children, having learnt about him and found out about his paintings and his techniques, have been inspired to paint like him. So another inspirational person. About him. We actually have some of his sport kit in school. It was given to us by one of our parents who works with the British tennis team. I know he inspires lots of people to go out and practice tennis. It's Andy Murray. Okay, and this one. I have to say, I looked for lots of pictures of this man, and in every one he looked very different. I wonder what you might think he inspires people to do. It's David Walliams, famous comedian, but also, of course, a famous author of children's books. And I know that lots of you love his books. And I'm sure that he inspires some of you to write. He certainly inspires you to read. We've got his books in the library, and I know lots of you have got his books at home. I've actually got one of his books in the living room next door that James Wessendorf lent me. So James, I must get that back to you. But yeah, David Walliams, really inspirational writer for young children. They really enjoy his work. Like this person. I wonder if you know who she is. She certainly inspired people to live their lives differently. This is a picture of a lady called Mother Teresa, And she became a nun when she was 18, and she devoted her life to helping other people. When I was finding out a bit more about her earlier this week, I found the sentence that said, Mother Teresa looked after people who nobody else was prepared to look after. Just think about that. She looked after people who nobody else was prepared to look after. She devoted her life to helping some of the poorest people in India, in a city called Calcutta. And that became her life, helping people who were homeless, who had nothing to eat, nowhere to live. And she was completely dedicated and devoted to them. She didn't have much herself. She wasn't a great actor or pop star or footballer. She was a very humble, quiet woman. But she is known around the world for the way that she lives her life. And she has inspired so many people for generations to live their lives in a different way. People would often go to Calcutta to meet her, and they would spend time with her. And I heard this, that they would say to her, what can I do to bring hope and peace in the world like you are doing? So they would go and meet Mother Teresa, and they would want to know from her what they could do to make the world a better place, just like she was doing. I think lots of them expected her to say, give lots of money to the poor, give lots of money to charities, or come to Calcutta with me and stay here for a year, and that will really help. Or go home and start an orphanage where you live so that you can look after young children. Lots of the people met her who met her and asked that question, what can we do to help? Probably expected an answer like that she was going to send them away with a task to do, a job to do, involving setting something up or giving lots of money to charity. But that isn't what she said. Whenever she was asked by people, what can I do to help? What can I do to make a difference? Her answer was very simple and quite surprising. She would say, peace begins with a smile. She was known for saying that. When people said, what can I do to make a difference in this world? She would reply, peace begins with a smile. What a thought. A smile, something so simple, something that we are all capable of, can make a huge difference in this world. You smiling at somebody can change their day. I've noticed it even more recently, especially when I'm out running or walking. We've got this thing at the moment, haven't we, where if you're running or walking down the pavement and somebody's coming towards you, you move so that you're socially distant, so you're not too close to each other. And I was out last Sunday running, and I just noticed that as people were moving, as we were moving away from each other, we were smiling. And I have to say, in the past, perhaps that hasn't always been the case. But I feel at the moment we're all a bit more open to smiling at each other and to greeting each other in a friendly way. And I know that when I get back from my run and people have smiled at me and said good morning, it lifts my spirits. And when I smile back and say to them, good morning, it makes me feel better. I think Mother Teresa was right. A smile can totally transform someone's day, and it can change our world. I also found something else she said, which I thought was really lovely. She said, spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. I want you to really think about that. Whenever someone meets you and spends time with you, do they leave happier than when they first came? Wouldn't it be awful if when people came and spent time with us, they left sad or unhappy. We want to be people who encourage others and make them feel better when they're with us. I want you to really think about that today, this weekend and in the coming weeks. What Mother Teresa said, spread love wherever you go and let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. I want to challenge all of us to make that our motto for the coming months, that whenever somebody leaves us, they're happier than when they first arrived. I think I'm going to make some people smile now because we have some celebrations to share. So, our good citizens for this week. In reception, Holly and Priscilla. They have been so dedicated to their home learning, and I am so proud of them for all their hard work. That was Mrs. Hawley's message. So well done, Holly and Priscilla. Year 1, Miss Bedser couldn't choose, so she nominated the whole class. This is the message she sent. I'm struggling to choose just one child this week, as I am so proud of all the children at home and at school for all their amazing efforts. So I thought, as it's the last celebration assembly, we'll let Miss Bedser have that one. So well done to the whole of Year 1, were Miss Bedser's good citizens. Year 2, Mrs. Broderick said, I nominate Katerina for working so hard on her home learning during lockdown. Well done, Katerina. I hope that has made you smile. Year 3, Amelia. Miss Todd said, you were so lovely in the class meet and you wrote some very thoughtful things in a card to Miss Todd, which she really appreciated. So well done, Amelia. And Florence, who has been working hard at home with her learning and was also a joy in the class meet. So well done, Florence. Year 4, Reese and Sam for their commitment to their home learning. Well done, boys. And Year 5, Jasper, for his dedication towards learning and for being so helpful. Well done, Jasper. And I have to say, Mrs. Parker was explaining to me just one of the things you did that had really impressed her, and how you actually went out of the class and offered to help when you saw that she was struggling with something. So well done, Jasper, and thank you. And Year 6, we have Lawson for his sensible attitude during lessons this week, and for the same attitude out of school after Ollie crashed his bike. My goodness, Ollie, I hope you are okay. And thank you to Lawson for having such a good attitude and for being so helpful. Well done, Lawson. Very proud of you. So well done to all of you. I do hope that has made you smile. Okay, best seats in the house. A message from Mrs. Smith. This week, there will be no social distancing in the best seats in the house. It is going to be a bit squashed. Oh my goodness, that means there must be quite a few names. Let's see who's on the best seats in the house. The most correct answers this week: Dylan, Amelie, Cheyenne, Nathan, Olo, Jasper, Josh Philpott, Jessica, Christian, and Ollie. Well done to all of you. You have the best seats in the house for the most correct answers. Excellent. And the most improved speed, we have Louis, Kaylee, Luke, Milo, Caden, Thomas, Talon, and Leah. My goodness, Mrs. Smith is right, not much social distancing there. So well done to all of those children on Times Table Rock Stars. That is brilliant. And well done to all of you for having the most improved speed. Now, I think next, yes, we have a very special celebration. On Tuesday, George was told that he has just achieved his Silver Chief Scouts Award. Now, when I read that, I was really impressed. And I thought, if we were having a celebration assembly in school, I'd have George up the front and I'd say, okay, George, tell the whole school, what did you do to get your silver award? But I can't do that. So I did some homework myself. So let me tell you what George had to do to get his Silver Chief Scouts Award. He had to earn 6 activity or staged activity badges of his choice. They could be badges he could gain outside of his normal meetings, or one that he worked towards at meetings. He also had to finish the 7 challenge awards: our World Challenge Award, our Skills, our Outdoors, our Adventure, Teamwork, Team Leader, and Personal Challenge Award. That sounds like you've had to achieve a great deal, George, and I know your parents are really proud of you, and I'm so glad they shared it with us. So well done, and I really hope that in September we'll be able to bring that award in and we can share it again in our celebration assemblies together, because we would love to see it and just be able to celebrate with you. So well done, George. That is absolutely brilliant. Excellent. Well done. Okay. I wanted to finish with a prayer, and I wanted to go back to thinking about Mother Teresa and what she said about peace beginning with a smile. And my challenge to you, let's let nobody leave us unless they're happier than when they arrived. Let's say this prayer together. Dear God, a smile is such a simple thing. It makes us feel good and is good for us. A smile costs nothing and is so easy to do, over and over again. Please help us to meet situations and people with a smile today. Help us to bless others with our smiles and to bring peace into situations. Amen. Okay, well done. I am looking forward to today. I think it's going to be a great day, and it's just hard to believe that we only have 3 days after this until the end of a very strange summer term. But enjoy the rest of today, enjoy your home learning, have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Take care, bye.